Attention all the student of 5th semester electrical. Today we will discuss the part of course outcome 2, in which we will discuss learning outcome 6. Learning outcome 5 I have already given to you in combination with learning outcome 4 and 5, that will have a content of 4, 5 both. But this the learning outcome 6, it is a separate topic, which is service line connection. Service line connection means whatever connection we get from the electricity board, from the pole to the our premises, or the main distribution board or the meter board of our house, we get supply from the service pole. So service pole is available nearest pole which is near to our house. So service line connection is defined as it is the line to be laid between nearest available service pole to the consumer premises, either overhead or underground, as per the situation of the site. So this service line can be given on single phase 230 volt, or it can be given 3 phase 440 volt. Normally the rule for service line is there, if a house or residential building have 2 kilowatt load, then we can give for single phase 230 volt supply service line. And if it is a load of more than 2 kilowatt, say 3 kilowatt or 5 kilowatt, then we have to insist the consumer to take 3 phase service line, and 3 phase service line should be given on 440 volt. So previously overhead lines are run with bare aluminum conductor, but nowadays there is a change in distribution system. There is all where they are using cable line as a LT line, in which all the 3 phase and neutrals are available. So connections are to be taken normally by aluminum wiring of service line. We select the conductor according to the load. So according to load, we find out the maximum current that can flow in service line, and according to that the cross sectional area of the conductor can be selected. So it is nowadays given by insulated cable, or that is a armored cable, in which the cross sectional area is decided according to the load. So for single phase service line for 230 volt supply, it is given by 2 core cable along with armoring in the cable, and a earth wire also run continuously along the service line. The maximum distance between the service pole and the premises of the domestic consumer, it is decided according to Indian electricity rule, or the rule of the electric supply agencies, that maximum span can be taken, it is up to 100 feet or 30 meters. If the distance between the service pole and the house is more than 30 meter or 100 feet, then an additional pole is to be grouted in between the consumer premises and the existing service line. So this is a main criteria for service line for the LT supply. LT supply means it is up to 440 volt. When the line service line given to the industry, then there will be difference of the load. This load of industry, it may go in kilowatt up to 50 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt, 100 HP, 200 HP. So according to the rule for the industry, up to 100 HP load, we have to give the service line on the HT voltage, that is the 11 kV or 33 kV. And industry or the any institution or commercial organization which is having total load more than 100 HP or up to 100 HP, then they have to take a connection on HT line. And HT line normally 11 kV or 33 kV as per the distribution system design, and a transformer is to be installed on the premises of the consumer, and from that the 11 kV line is connected from the distribution line, and then from the LT side the distribution is given to the industries. So it is a criteria that for industrial wiring 100 HP load is a compulsory for taking 11 kV or 33 kV HT connection. So they are said to be the HT consumer. So naturally whenever if load exceed 100 HP, then you have to go for the HT line service connection. So here according to the scope of this course outcome number 2 in learning outcome number 6, we have to discuss mostly for the LT service line connection. Means we will go for single phase LT line connection and 3 phase LT line connection. So criteria is very simple. You have to first verify the load of the consumer. If it is up to 2 kilowatt, then you find out the current rating of the cable, and according to that you select the type of cable. Normally in service line for single phase we use 2.5 square mm cable to 4 or 6 square mm cable depending upon the load. But as we know that there is a 2 kilowatt load, so we can go for a 4 square mm copper conductor cable. If we use the 4 square mm cable is used, and if you go for aluminum conductor, then we can go for 6 square mm cable. So this is the rating of the cable. The distance is already we measure from the pole end to the premises end where the consumer meter is to be installed. So total length of the service line, it is counted from the tapping point of the service pole to the meter board position in the premises of the consumer. So this total length of the conductor or cable, it is calculated according to that, and according to power to be given, that is the connected load, we decide the cross sectional area of the conductor. So as I have told you, for single phase normally 4 square mm or 6 square mm copper or aluminum conductors are normally used. In olden time these conductors are given with the bare conductor connection, but nowadays bare conductor of aluminum and copper, they are all replaced by the armored cable. So connections to the service line connections are given on the line with using armored cable of 6 square mm or 4 square mm depending upon the load connected at the consumer end. And this is a single phase, okay, 230 volt. So there will be a 2 wire twin core cable will be there, one for phase, one wire for phase, one for the neutral. And the support of the cable, for the support of the cable at both the end, we run a 8 SWG GI wire to support the particular cable between service pole and the meter board or the bracket of the consumer end. So this is the simple theory of the service line connection. And when we prepare the estimate for this, then there are different modes of supplies are available. In olden practice there were 3 types of supply modes are available, in which one is the bracket pole connection, one is GI pipe connection, and one is the roof pole connection. So roof pole connection nowadays it is not in practice because of that type of roof are not available. The olden type of the government quarters in which the roof are available in the shape of this type, then we can erect a service pole and then give the connection to the this particular. The diagram of all these 3 types I will provide on the WhatsApp number, WhatsApp group. I will give these 3 diagram of the service pole, GI pipe connection, roof pole connection, and bracket pole connection. So nowadays mostly service connections are given by the bracket system. In bracket system what happen, a angle iron of particular size, normally 90 by 60 by 6.3 mm or 110 by 90 by 6.3 mm angle iron is used, which is grouted on the consumer's end in the wall of the consumer at a appropriate height, and this height may be the height of the highest point available at the house, which is equivalent to the height of the pole. Means the service pole, it is normally in LT line, it is having a height up to 22 to 23 feet. So convert it into meter, whatever it may be, 3.3 से divide करके आप निकाल सकते हो. Normally in feet the pole height is given as a 7 meter for LT line, and this connection is to be given from that particular height. So on the consumer end we also install the bracket at the same height, so the line will be go straight between service pole and the consumer end. So there will be if suppose the road is involved between service pole and the consumer location or the consumer residence, then there is a probability of crossing of road is there. So at that time we should give special attention that the clearance of the line in between service pole and the bracket of the service board or the consumer end, it should be kept appropriate, so that any vehicle of a particular height permissible according to RTO, that can be passed under the this particular connection, and there will be no damage to the service line. So this is a criteria that the sag of the service line should be kept such that it follow the standard minimum clearance required from ground to the height of the service line. So this is one criteria. Now in 3-phase service line we can use a 3.5 core cable, which is also armor type, and in which also we use the 8 SW GI wire for holding it. So at both the end this is connected, tighted with the help of nut bolts, and the bracket is provided on the service line consumer side, and on the pole side there is a aerial fuse is provided for this. So there is a strip of aerial fuses are there, which is installed on the service pole. So RYB and neutral, this is the 3-phase 4-wire supply. It is given for the 3-phase or the line required when the load is more than 2 kilowatt. Means if load is say 5 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, or it is to be given to a multi-storage building when load going more than that, but it is less than 100 HP, then the transformer is not to be installed as a HT line. But on LT line we can give the supply on 3-phase 4-wire system with 440 volt supply voltage, and it is given either underground or by overhead. In case of overhead you run the armored cable, and in case of underground cable laying also you have to run the armored cable. The rating of the cable will be 3.5 core. Now square mm varies because the load is increased, so you can use 10 square mm, 16 square mm, 20 square mm, 25 square mm aluminum cable for that. Normally aluminum cable is preferred for the service line because the LT line distribution is all given on the aluminum cable. So joining of aluminum to aluminum cable, it is easy, and because there is no difference of current density according to material, then there will be no problem of carbonization of the joint at the service line. So normally we prefer to have the service line connection with the help of aluminum conductor cable. Only the cross sectional area it is changed according to copper or aluminum. Normally where you are using a 4 square mm copper conductor, then if it is to be replaced by aluminum, then 1.5 times more area you have to take for the aluminum. So 4 square mm conductor cable replaced by 6 square mm cable conductor, so it will be suitable for the service line of the aluminum. So aluminum to aluminum connection It is having advantage that there is no difference of current density due to same material. So carbonization and sparking on the joint point or the point from where the line is tapped, it is avoided, and maintenance of the line will become less. Otherwise, copper to aluminum connection when you give, then many time it is a problem arises due to carbonization. The fuse is blown at the aerial fuse will be blown, and the supply will be off. So maintenance staff of the electrical supply agency, their workload will increase to attend the fuse call duty on every consumer end. So to avoid this, nowadays the electricity supply agency, they replace all the distribution line by aluminum cable, and all the service line taken by the consumer, it is also insist by the electricity board that you use a proper size of aluminum conductor, so that the problem of fuse call or the fuse blowing of the fuse, it will be avoided by this particular consideration. So now whenever we prepare the estimate for LT line, either for single phase connection or three phase connection, then these three modes of supply, as I have told you: roof pole connection, bracket pole system connection, and GI pipe pole system connection. So roof pole connection, it is only suitable for single phase, but nowadays it is not in practice because such type of houses are not in construction nowadays. In the rural area, of course, you have get this type of roof in the rural area where the roof pole connections are given for single phase. But in case of city area, urban area, normally the multi-story building are there, and the single story building are there, double story building are there. So maximum we follow either GI pipe connection or bracket pole system connection. So in both the system, either GI pipe system or bracket pole system, in this both you can go for single phase supply or three phase supply. So whether you have to lay a three phase service line or single phase service line, you can use either GI pipe system or bracket pole system. So the diagrams of all these three type of system that I will give you along with this particular lecture, so you can draw and have a practice of drawing this particular connection whenever a problem come in the examination. So you can find out how the material can be calculated. So diagram itself self-explanatory, in which all the component materials are also given with specification and their name, so you easily prepare the estimate for that. So here one thing is there for design of service line. The maximum, the main criteria is that you have to find out the connected load of the residential building to which you have to provide the service connection, and what is the supply voltage required by the consumer. According to that, you work out by the formula for single phase P is equal to VI cos phi. Normally for domestic installation, the power factor we assume 0.8, it is the standard one. So P is equal to VI cos phi, V you know 230 volt, cos phi you know 0.8, and power P you know it is 2 kilowatt for single phase. So you can easily find out I value of I, that is P upon V cos phi, that will give the current of the service line. So according to current rating, there is a particular chart is there in which current rating of the cable given according to their cross sectional area. So by that particular chart you can select, but for your remembrance I am telling you either 4 square mm or 6 square mm aluminum conductors are used for 2 kilowatt line, and if his line is 3 phase, then calculation formula will also change. You have to go for the formula P is equal to root 3 VI cos phi. So here root 3 is to be taken because 3 wires are there. So we have to calculate the phase current of every wire. So when power is suppose in a particular building where 3 phase supply is required, and their power connection is to be taken on 15 kilowatt load, then you put P is equal to 15 kilowatt √3 V की जगह आपको 440 वोल्ट लिखना पड़ेगा because supply voltage is 440 volt. So according to that you find out the current. The power factor again you can take 0.8 for the same installation. So I will be equal to P upon √3 V cos phi. So √3 is there, V is 440 volt, cos phi is 0.8. Power, as I have told you, you take 15 kilowatt. So according to that whatever current will come I, according to that you select the size of the cable to be laid between consumer end and the service pole. So this is the simple design criteria in which the maximum stress is to be given to find out the size of cable according to the connected load and the supply voltage. So in service line connection it is very simple. The criteria is already given, that maximum length of the service pole and the maximum length between service pole and the premises of the consumer, it is limited up to 30 meter. So you can go for the wire or cable to be taken 30 meter stretch between the 2 point, and whatever additional cable required from bracket to the service board or meter board, that additional you have to take added in the 30 meter. So normally about 5 meter cable additionally required on the consumer side, because it is to be run up to the meter board, and meter board is normally installed at the height of 10 feet from the ground. So naturally the meter reader, he can read the reading easily. So we have to bring that cable from bracket to the meter. So normally 5 meters length we have to increase at the consumer's end, and we can have a loop of about 1 meter on the service pole, because in long duration when there is a carbonization of the joint takes place, or due to overload, overheating, if the fuse is blown and wire is burned, so we have to just reconnect that means मेल्ट हो जाता वायर, तो मेल्ट होने के बाद वो टूट जाती सर्विस लाइन. सो एक लूप जब 1 मीटर का देते हैं तो अपन थोड़ा सा उसमें से खींच के और वापस सर्विस लाइन जोड़ देते हैं. तो ये नॉर्मली इन अ ईयर 1 or 2 times it may happen in rainy days, or whenever there is a overheating of the conductor in the summer days is there. So there is a melting of conductor at the joint takes place, and we have to reconnect the line. So this 1 meter loop is given on the service pole side, and that can be easily maintained line for a long time. So this is the theoretical criteria I have given, that how you calculate the current for the single phase or 3-phase line, how you select the size of cable according to that chart, and current you have calculated according to that cross sectional area you will find, and you can select the type of cable. In both the case, whether it is an underground line or overhead line, to be laid according to situation of the site of the consumer. So you go for armored cable in both the case, whether you have to go overhead or underground, you have to select armored cable. Armored cable means what happen? It is a cable in which conductor is there, after that insulation is there, after that there is a lead sheathing is there, and on that there is the armoring is there. Armoring is the steel strips are there which is rounded on the cable, so that it can provide the mechanical protection to the cable in the outdoor. मतलब कोई भी मैकेनिकल इंजरी केबल को नहीं हो, उसके लिए वो आर्मरिंग प्रोवाइड करते हैं, और ये आर्मरिंग होती है स्टील शीट की. सो दैट गैल्वेनाइज स्टील शीट रहती है तो उसमें रस्टिंग की प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहती. सो दैट प्रोवाइड एडिशनल स्ट्रेंथ टू द केबल, एंड इट इज़ टू बी सस्पेंडेड बाय द GI वायर of 8 gauge from pole to the bracket. And in 3-phase line sometime double earth wire can be used, because the weight of the cable it is become high because of area of cross section selected by you. So instead of one single wire, as in case of single phase connection, we use two GI wire for holding the line between the two ends means one end of the consumer end, one end is the pole end, that is service pole. So according to definition, as I have told you, service line is that line which is to be laid between consumer end and nearest available LT line distribution pole. नियरेस्ट अवेलेबल इट इज़ अ कंडीशन, नहीं तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपके घर के सामने एक पोल बहुत पास में और एक थोड़ी दूर पे है तो आप बोल रहे हो कि कनेक्शन वहाँ से लो, ऐसा नहीं है. इट इज़ टू बी टेकन फ्रॉम द नियरेस्ट पोल एंड क्राइटेरिया इज़ दैट टू यूज़ मिनिमम मटेरियल, मीन्स इकोनॉमिकल डिज़ाइन तभी होगी जब मटेरियल कम लगेगा. तो नेचुरली आप जब नियरेस्ट पोल से कनेक्शन देंगे सो लेंथ ऑफ द केबल विल decrease and definitely you will get better voltage also. Similarly in three phase, all the three phase to be given, but in case of single phase we have to take one phase from the LT line, LT distribution line. So try to connect your phase from that particular phase on which load is less. Normally this is the duty of the electricity board peoples, that they try to balance the load in all the three phase. So normally all the phase are physically balanced according to loading, but sometime what happen, due to unauthorized construction of the colony area, or sometimes peoples are unauthorized construct the houses and take the supply from the service line. So load distribution in the LT line, it is disturbed because it is not taken into account that how many houses are connected on one phase, how many houses connected on second phase, how many houses connected on third phase. So in due to that there is a sometime wide difference is there. So जिस पे बहुत ज़्यादा लोड होगा वो फेज पे वोल्टेज रिड्यूस हो जाता है एंड तक आते आते. सपोज यू आर द कंज्यूमर ऑफ द एंड पॉइंट ऑफ द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन लाइन, सो आपके यहाँ पे आते आते वोल्टेज कम हो जाएगा. तो यू हैव टू गो फॉर request to the peoples who made the connection at your house that you connect your phase to the phase which is lightly loaded or less loaded as compared to other, so you will get the better voltage at your service line. So this will be a one criteria for selection of the phase, that which phase to be connected for your service line. So you try to prefer the phase where the load is minimum on that phase in the LT line distribution, so that you can get the better voltage at the premises or at your house. So this is all the about theory portion of the service line. I will give the three diagrams of three modes, and according to that the calculation part of the material you can do. Mostly cable is the main material which you have calculated according to length, and other hardwares which are required, clamps है, शेकल insulator है, GI wire, binding wire है, then your bracket is there, then there is a service board is there, then one meter is there, then there are two cutouts we have to provide on both the end. They are said to be as a aerial fuse. So aerial fuse is provided on the service pole also and at your premises end also. But normally nowadays on premises end or the consumer end, the service aerial fuse is not provided. It is provided only on the pole side. So in pole side there is a strip of metal on which number of cutouts are connected for different consumers, and every phase it is routed through that cutout. That cutout is said to be aerial fuse, and its rating is of course depends on the connected load of the consumer. So whenever there is a overloading will be happen in your line, so that fuse is blown and you have to call the MP electricity board or the electricity supply agency staff to join that fuse. You cannot join that fuse because it is at the height, and you are also not permitted to that. So you have to call the distribution center of the particular area, and people will come and they change the fuse. So this is normal methods for maintenance of the service line. So in this way, whatever hardware portion is there, that will you can obtain from the diagrams, and only the two diagrams will be important for you, that is GI pole system or bracket pole system. For providing connection on single phase and three phase both, it is applicable. So I will give the diagrams of all these three. So whenever you prepare estimate, you better to select the bracket pole system, because this is mostly common and convenient in installation. That's why most of the people, they follow the bracket pole system. So this is all for today. I will provide the diagrams of all the three types, and one estimate I will discuss on the video. Thank you.